Greetings, everyone. This is to welcome us to today's presentation, which is introducing Alvan Official Grade Report, the Alvan OGR. My name is Professor Aloysius Chijioke, the Acting Vice-Chancellor of Alvan Ikoku Federal University of Education, Owerri. We are making this presentation today, Sunday, June 8, 2025. The Senate approved Alvan OGR template. It's actually Microsoft Excel, and it is a tool that we believe will help us achieve tremendous result processing experience in Alvan. The Alvan OGR template consists of 3 worksheets: the raw data worksheet, the result worksheet, and the upload worksheet. The raw data worksheet is where you usually enter students' data. And once you do that, the outputs are automatically displayed on both the result worksheet and the upload worksheet. The result worksheet is actually print ready, and it enables us to print hard copy results that we can present to Senate for approval, whereas the upload provides us with soft copy of results that we can upload to the university portal, or we can also use to transfer results to the result worksheet of the result spreadsheet software, the RSS. So we will now take a practical demonstration of how to download the Alvan OGR, how to enter data on the raw data worksheet, and then how to print hard copy results from the result worksheet of the Alvan OGR. Where we're going to look at how to download the Alvan OGR template and then save it on our system, and also be able to enter data on the Alvan OGR template. We already have the link where we can download the Alvan OGR template. This has been sent to us in most of our platforms. So all that you need to do is to click on this link. Check your different platforms, you will see the link. So you click on this link if you want to download the Alvan OGR template. So let's go. We click on it. That's the first step. Once you click on it, you allow it to open. When it opens, you will see this download icon here. This is download icon. So all you need to do to download this template, the Alvan OGR template, is just to click on this download icon. So you click on this download icon. Once you do that, you will discover that the Alvan OGR template is going to download straight into your system. So it has downloaded on your computer system. Now, how do you locate where it's been downloaded? You go to the folder, go to the folder in your system. So we click on this folder, and then we go to downloads. Downloads, you can see it here, downloads. So once you click on downloads, then you can see it here. This is the Alvan OGR 1A. So it has already downloaded. So what do? You need to put this in a folder where you can always have access to it. So what we now do is to copy this. You select this and copy it. You can right click and copy. Now when you copy this, you can now go to your desktop. You can go to desktop. Okay, so now here's my desktop. Now I want to paste the Alvan OGR template on my desktop, but you can see there are a number of things already on my desktop. So what I need to do is to create a new folder where I can be saving all my results as a lecturer, where you'll be saving all your OGR templates. So how do you create a folder on a desktop? You just right click anywhere on the desktop here. So I right click, then you look for this new. I want to create a new folder. So you look at new here, and then you can see folder. So you click on this folder, and you can see a new folder has been created here. A new folder has been created here. So I can type it. You can go ahead and type it as Alvan results. I can type it as Alvan results. Okay, so all my results will be saved here. So the first thing I put here now, I double click to open it. Then I can right click and paste the ALVAN OGR specimen. So you paste it there. So you can see it here. It is right inside my desktop. And this is a specimen copy. Okay. So how do we enter data into the ALVAN OGR template? Well, you double click to open this. So let's double click here. Once you double click, the template is going to open. Then you will see this enable editing. So you can enable editing here so that you can put in your data. Now, like we said, there are 3 worksheets on the Alvan OGR. So you have the raw data worksheet, you have the result worksheet, you have the upload worksheet. Now, we've already explained that all that you need to do is to put your data on the raw data, then the results will automatically show on the result worksheet and also on the upload worksheet. So now, how do we enter students' results on the OGR? As a lecturer, you finish teaching, now you want to enter your students' result. Now, some preliminary information are needed, like the faculty of the student department, the title of the course. All this you need to fill. Then, of course, you have the names of the students here. You have their range numbers. Then you have the departmental acronym for this set of students. You have their test score. You start with the test score or continuous assessment. You just put it here for each of the students. Then the laboratory scores, if your course has laboratory component. Then the exam score, that's all. So these are just the 3 results you expected to put: the test score, the lab score where applicable, and the exam score. If the course doesn't have a lab component, you only put it, just put your continuous assessment score for your student, and you put the exam score. That's all. Then you put this preliminary information, and the job is done. So now let's assume we are dealing with biochemistry students, and so the faculty of the student is biochemistry. So you type in biochemistry. By the way, let me show you the results worksheet. So now this is the result worksheet. You can see it here. This is Alvan Ikoku Federal University of Education, Owerri. This is the official grade report. It's print ready. So you can see there are no documents here. There are no entries here. And you cannot even type anything here. If you want to type something, you discover that it cannot go. It tells you that the cell or chart you are trying to change is protected. So you don't type anything on the result worksheet, and you don't also type anything on the upload worksheet. This is the upload. So we've already explained the functions of the upload worksheet and the results worksheet. So now all the entries here come up automatically, and the result worksheet is print ready for Senate approval. Then this is the one you use for the upload to the university website or to the RSS worksheet. So now all the entries, let's emphasize, all the entries on the OGR are made where? Only on the raw data worksheet. There's no other place you can put data apart from the raw data worksheet. As you are putting your data on the raw data worksheet, then the output will automatically show both on the result worksheet and also on the upload worksheet. So remember, this is the specimen version, but go ahead and type the preliminary information. So for instance, we are dealing with this student. So the faculty of the student for biochemistry, for instance, we can say science. Okay, we don't have biochemistry here. Maybe I can use biology. Okay, so biology students. So the faculty is Faculty of Science. So you type Faculty of Science. Then the department of the student, let's say biology. Then the title of the course. Remember, we are typing everything in capital letters. So let's say this is for Maths 101, which is elementary mathematics. That's elementary mathematics. The school offering the course, this is domiciled in mathematics department, which is School of Science. So you type science again. Then you come to this place. You can always enlarge this. You drag and enlarge it. Now, what semester are we looking at? Let's say this is first semester. So you type first in capital letter. Then the session we are dealing with, let's say we are dealing with 2024/2025 academic session. Then the course code we said is Maths 101. That is MTH 101. See, there's no space here. When you want to type this Maths 101, don't put space. Don't put space between MTH and 101. Type it as one entry. So MTH, no space. You just type Maths 101. Now let's call this Elementary Mathematics 1. This is Elementary Mathematics 1. Okay. So now the date. Today is Sunday, 8th of June. So just type it in full. You can say June 8th, 2025. That's the day. Then the units. How many units is Maths 101? It's 2 units. So you can put 2 units there. That's all. So once you put in this preliminary information, you can now be sure of the course that you are entering. Remember, you are putting this on the specimen copy of the OGR. And as a lecturer in mathematics, Maths 101 may not be the only course you are teaching. And even if it is, you can discover that a number of departments may be offering Maths 101. For instance, biology students are offering Maths 101. Chemistry people may be offering Maths 101. And other departments may be offering Maths 101. Physics students are offering Maths 101. So the OGR is for all the students that offered Maths 101 in a given department. And it's irrespective whether it's a carryover course or they're taking it for the first time. All the students in biology, whether they're in first year or second year or third year, that's offered Maths 101 during the first semester of 2024-2025, all their results will be here. So the range number can help us distinguish whether somebody is taking the course for the first time or is taking it as a carryover course. Now, how do we preserve this so that next time we can use the same OGR to be able to prepare the results for physics students, for instance, who are also taking Maths 101. Once you enter the data for the first student, you are ready to give a file name. How do you get the file name? You go to upload. So when you go to upload, you can see the file name is already here. It comes up automatically. Everything here comes up automatically. So now this is the file name, Bio 101. The bio here is for students in biology department. The one is for first semester. If you second semester, you will see two. Then the course, the session here is 2024-2025. And the course that these biology students are doing or offering is Maths 101. So you use this and as the file name. So you can copy it. Then you can now do save as. So you go to file, go to save as. You can see the original name is still there, Alvan OGR 1A. So, but you have to preserve this so that you can use it next time. So the way to do that, since you've copied a new file name, you change this, you can select it, right click, and just paste. So when you paste, the new file name is there. Then you now save. So you click here to save. That's all. So you save it, and you can see the name has changed here. So what you now do is to put in the results of the other students. Meanwhile, can you take a look at the result worksheet? You can see the result worksheet, which is print ready. The student name is there, the range number, everything comes up automatically. So let's assume we have more students. Let me just do for 5 students, and then this one, let's assume their range number, just for simplicity. These are not real range numbers. So this is their range number. Of course, all of them belong to this department. Their scores, you just put any scores you want there. So let's put some scores for them. Okay. Then in the exam, you have different scores. I hope they will pass very well. Let's assume these are different scores for the students. Okay, nobody failed. Let's make one person to fail. So let's put this one 10. It's still an E grade. Let's make this one 23. Okay. So that's that. Remember, all that you do on this sheet is just to put the test score, the lab score, and the exam score. This total comes up automatically. You can see. Now, once you are done, then your OGR is ready. You have already saved it with the appropriate file name, which you got from the upload. You can see all these other results have come up automatically. And this is actually what you use to upload on the RSS or on the university website. You see the student range number and their grade of passed. So that's what you use. Now, how do you get the hard copy? The result worksheet is a hard copy. So that's where you get the hard copy. So if you click on result worksheet, you can see the result is there. Let me enlarge it so that we can see that. So that's how to use the template. Very simple. So this is Alvan Ikoku Federal University of Education, Owerri Official Grade Report. This is the name of the student, faculty science, department biology. The course title is Elementary Mathematics 1 and all that. This first semester, you can see the course code here, Maths 101, the units. So everything here, the date is June 8, 2025. So everything comes up automatically. So these are the students' names, range number, their score in the test, their score in the exam, the total, the grading done automatically, the remark whether pass or fail. Then the summary of the results. You go down to this place. You see this OGR takes 40 students on each page. So you can see this is up to 40 students. And then at the end of this page 1, it will give you the result summary. This result summary came up automatically. So this is number of A is 1, number of B is 1, C is 0, D 2, E is 0, F 1. Percentage failure is 20%, and this is the grading system. So that's the OGR. This is what you are going to print. And when you print, you sign here as the examiner and then submit to the head of department. The head of department will present this OGR to the departmental board, and if everything is fine, then the head will sign and then move to the dean. The dean will look at it or give to the associate dean or faculty team. And when they look at this OGR and they feel everything is fine, then the dean will sign here. So once the dean signs, then this OGR has 3 signatures, and it means that it is Senate approved OGR, which once the dean signs, he will now return to the head of department, and the head of department will now make it available to the class advisors, who will now use it to compute the composite result. So now, we are just focusing on the OGR. You can see it's very simple. Once you do that, you can print. This is print ready. So how do you print? You print by saving it as a PDF. Once you save it as PDF, then it's print ready. So once you have it as PDF, you can now print it, use it on your printer, or send it to anybody. You can print it in the department, and it will not scatter. It will be safe on one page. Now, let me mention this. The OGR has the capacity to take results of 600 students. So when you scroll down, you can see it can take up to 600 students. Then another thing, and these 600 students, because you have 40 on one page, it means there are 15 pages here. So you don't need to print the whole 15 pages. So you only print the number of pages that have students. For instance, if you have less than 40 students, if you have 40 students or less, you're only going to print one page. If you have 41 students, then you are going to print 2 pages. Okay? If you have 41 students, you are going to print 2 pages. So, and this summary that is appearing here on the page 1, it is because the last person in the class is on this page 1. So let's assume we have students we have about 41 students here. So once you do that, then this summary will move to page 2. So you can see page 2 is from 41, the student number 41, to 80. So, but there's no result summary here. But once you get up to 41 students, the result summary will be here on page 2. So the idea is that wherever you see the result summary, that's where you are going to print. If the result summary is here, then we are going to print page 1 to 2. You go down. If the result summary is on page 3, which is 80 to 120 students. If you have up to 80 students in a class, up to 120 that offer this in a given department, then the result summary will be here. That means you will print from page 1 to page 3. So we can either print page 1 as it is. Okay, let's give an example of probably where we have up to 41 students in the class. So let me go here and let me select all this. Okay, let me assume we have up to 41 students in the class. Okay, this is 41. Okay, so let me assume we have up to 41 students. Now see, the result summary is going to move to page 2. Let me assume all of them have this score. I hope I'm getting it. Okay, that's a low score. So I don't want all of them to fail. Now let's put something that will make them to pass. let's say 15, let's say 45. Okay, that's 60. Okay, so let's just assume all these people scored 60. Okay, that's that. So if you now have 41 students, of course, if you go to upload, all their results are there in upload up to student number 41. But now go to the result worksheet. Go to the result, the one that you print print the hard copy for Senate approval. So go to the result worksheet. And what are you seeing? You can now see that this is filled up. So this is, remember we stopped at student number 5 now. So student number 6, everything is there. Then where is the summary that was here before? You can't find it there again. There's no summary here again. The summary was here before, but it's no longer here on page 1 because the summary will always appear on the last page that have a student. So since we have up to 41 students in this class, so that means you are going to print page 1, which is for students up to number 40. Then student number 41, you can see his result is here. His results, or his or her result is here as student number 41. So that means you are going to print 2 pages. And of course, you see all this entry, preliminary information, everything comes up automatically. So where is the result summary? The result summary is at the end of the page that is hosting the last student. So you can see the result summary is now here on page 2 with A under 1, B 37, C 0, D 2 persons, F 1 person. So percentage failure has now changed to 2.4%. So how do we print the hard copy? This result hard copy, we're told is print ready. So I have 2 pages to print. So which I need to convert to PDF so that I can now freely print it from any printer. Now, when you look at this place, there is no logo, Alvan logo in this place, but it is there. It's already stored in the system. By the time you are printing, the Alvan logo is going to appear. So we are going to print to PDF, and we are going to print 2 pages. Now, there are 2 ways to do the printing, which I'm going to illustrate here. 2 ways to do the printing. You have to make sure that in your system, you have Microsoft Print to PDF. So let's assume we have a Microsoft Print to PDF. Then if you want to print this page, of course, you go and copy the file name. You are going to use this same file name to print the PDF copy. So I copy this file name. That's what I'm going to use. Then you open the result worksheet. You open the result worksheet. Now let me illustrate with a case where Microsoft Print to PDF is your default printer. Like in my system, I've set it as my default printer. So once you have done that, then for you to print this hard copy, you use Save As. You use Save As. So you can go to File here, then do Save As again, as if you want to repeat this, but you are trying to repeat this in Microsoft Excel. So you now change this to PDF. You change this to PDF. You open here and look for PDF. So this is PDF. So we are printing it as PDF. I'm using Save As because my default printer is Microsoft Print to PDF. If your default printer is not Microsoft Print to PDF, then you will use the second method, which I will show after this. So now you click on Print here. Now, when you do that, you go to Options, More Options here. Okay. You see, the file name is already there. The file name is already there, and I'm saving it in this desktop and the Alvan results that I've created on my desktop. So how do you take care of the pages? You go to these options again. You go to these options and you go to pages. So I'm printing from page 1 to page 2 because I have 41 students in the class. So the first 40 students on page 1, the student number 41 is on page 2. So I'm printing from page 1 to page 2. That's all. You say, okay, and then you click on save. That's all. So it has saved as PDF. You don't believe that? Well, let's go and see. This is Alvan results. That's on my desktop, and you can see the PDF there. It's 2 pages, it's print ready. You can take it to any printer and print it there. So for instance, if you open this now, so this is what you are seeing. You can see the logo is there. You were not seeing it in the OGR, but now the logo is there. So this is Alvan Ikoku. It's very beautiful. So this is very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Okay, so this, the faculty of the student, everything is there. This is 2 pages. It's not going to cut because all the formatting has been done. So you can see it. It's captured this page 1. So this hard copy now is what you sign here as the examiner and take to the department. The department will sign, take to the dean. Once dean signs, it becomes letter approved. So this is page 1. And of course, naturally, you have page 2 here, which is this only having 1 student. If there are other students, not more than 80 students, all of them will be here. And then at the end, you will now see the result summary. Now, this result summary will help the department to take decision on this course. So why is everybody making a B? Okay, in this class of 41 students, 37 of them made B. So if the department wants, they can moderate the course and then give back to the lecturer who reproduces the OGR. Now, okay, now this is where you have set Microsoft Print to PDF as your default printer. But for people who have not done that, then the second way of printing this is to use print, okay? So you go to this, let's copy this file. Let's copy this file name. So I've copied this file name. Then you go to results. So instead of, you go to file, instead of doing save as, you do save as only when Microsoft Print to PDF is your default printer. If Microsoft Print to PDF is not your default printer, then you now have to click on print. You have to click on print. So if you want to get the PDF version, so you click on print, you can see Microsoft Print to PDF is already my default printer. So, but your own Microsoft Print to PDF may not be your default printer. So, assuming this one is your default printer, then this is what you are going to see. You will see this as your default printer. So, once you click on print and it brings out your default printer, then you now have to change your default printer to Microsoft Print to PDF. So you change it to Microsoft Print to PDF. When you change it, of course, this display comes out here. Then you select the page, the number of the range of pages. We are printing from page 1 to page 2. Okay, that's all. So change this, click on print, change this to Microsoft Print to PDF. If that is not your default printer, then select the range of pages. If it's only 1 page, you just say from 1 to 1. If it's only 1 page. If it's 3 pages, that means you have more than 80, then you select. So, but for this one, we are selecting from page 1 to page 2. So remember, we have copied the file name. Then you have to make sure that this is on F4, this is portraits. That's all. You now click on print. You click on print. So when you click on print, it will now give you opportunity to put the file name. So that file name you copied, you can right click on it and then paste it here. If I want to print this one now, it will replace the other one. So, but let me make it a bit different. Let me say -1A or 1B. Okay, let me make this one that you don't need to do this. This is just for illustration purposes. So for the real thing, you just have to use the file name exactly as it is by your 2024-2025 Maths 101. So, but because I already have the existing file where I want to save this, so that's why I'm putting this. Now, remember my folder is on desktop and I called it Alvan Results. So you have to open it. Aha, you can see this one is already there. So if I didn't change this, it will say whether I want to replace it. But I want to do the two so that you will not see that they're the same thing. But for the purposes of your work, you only have to use this one. Okay, so suppose we are using this and we're saving inside here. You now say save. So let's see whether it's going to print 2 pages. So you can go to your folder. Okay, so this is the first one. This is the one we did using save as. Now this is the one we use print. So open this one. So, and that's what you are seeing. This is the 1B. So you can now see this one again. The logo has come out. Then you scroll down to the end of page 1. Very beautiful. There's nothing like cutting. Impossible. It's impossible for it to cut. So then you go to the second page. This is, of course, there's no result summary there. So this is for student number 41. And of course, that's where you have the summary. And it has to stop at page 2. You described that physics students also offered Maths 101. And now you need to do the OGR for the physics students. So how do you do that? You go back to this original one. You go back here. You open this. The faculty of the students is still science. So remember, this is the original OGR. Now the department of the students is not physics, but it's not biology, but now physics. This is for physics students who offered the same Maths 101. And the course here is Elementary Mathematics 1. And it still Faculty of Science offering the course. The semester is first. The session is 2024-2025. The course code is MTH 101. No space. The date still remains June 8, 2025. Number of units is 2 units. That's okay. Then this is for physics students. And for me to get the file name, I have to put in the data for at least 1 physics student. So let me say this one now is physics student 1. So you put the name of your student there. Biology, I use 200. Let me use 300 here. So let's assume this is 301 as a range number. Of course, the departmental acronym, make sure you're using the correct acronym. So this is physics for physics student. Let me say test. It has 20 out of 30. And then no lab for Maths 101. So exam of Maths 101, let's assume he scored 50. So once you do this, then you are ready to save this for physics student. Of course, you will eventually put the remaining student, but just put only one. Once you put only one, the records of one student, then you go to the upload. So you can see this has changed. This is now physics one. The one is for first semester 2024, still being examined on Maths 101. So you can copy this. You copy this. Then you want to save this Excel file. You use save as. Remember, this is the specimen copy. So don't ever save with the specimen copy. Don't ever save. Always use save as. So when you click on file, please and please and please don't click on save. Because once you click on save, then you have distorted the specimen copy. So always click on save as. So you click on save as, you can see the original copy is there. The original file name is here for the specimen copy. But you've already copied the appropriate file name for these students, physics students. So you select this, right click on it, and then paste. So the name is there, Physics 1, 2024-2025, and you can go ahead and save. So you go ahead and save. Let's take an example of a second semester. So let me assume I'm here, and now this is second semester. So you are a mathematics teacher, and now they are doing Maths 102 in second semester. So what do? You see, open this specimen copy. You open the specimen copy, you see it has been preserved. So you now put the faculty of the student, which is science, the department of the student, let's say biology. Then course of title will now change. Let's say elementary mathematics 2. Okay, that's a second semester course. The faculty is science. Now you put second here in capital letter. So then the session still remains 2024, 2025. Then the course code has changed to MTH 102. Okay, that's a second semester course. MTH 102. Remember, no space between MTH and the 102. No space. Is it June 8? Okay, no, let's not put June 8. Let's put let's say when I'll end the second semester, let's say October 8th, 2025. And then the number of units is 2 units. So now this is second semester. And then this is the maths. I'm preparing for biology. After I may prepare for physics, all the departments that offer this Maths 102. You prepare for each department, you have to prepare a separate OGR. But in a given department, you can have all the students, irrespective of the level, whether they are 100 level, 200, 300, you put the results of all the students in that department that wrote that course. The range number will help us to know those that have carryover and all that. So now, how do we say for these biology students, for this Maths 102? Like I said, you need to put the result of one person. So let's say this is biology student 1. As a student like that, you type his name. The range number we gave him was 201. Then the department, of course, is biology. So Maths 102, what happens? Still 30%. So let's assume he scored 25, no lab. And then see, total comes out automatically. So in the exam, over 70, okay, so let's assume he made 45 or 47, 47 over 60. So he's making 72. That's all. So once you put this first student, remember this is the specimen copy. Don't ever save specimen copy, use save as. So now, what file name do you use? We don't want you to stress yourself thinking of file name. So you go to the upload here. You can see the file name. This is bio 1, this is bio 2. The 2 there is for second semester. Then this is 2024, 22, and this mass 102. So you just copy it. We are now saving the soft copy, the Excel file. So I use save as. So that's why whether I'm printing to PDF or saving ordinary Excel file, I use save as. Okay, so this name is there for the specimen. You now change it. You change it by pasting this, which is bio 2. The 2 is for second semester and that. And then you click on save. The discussion continues. You can always ask questions. You can go to ICT to get more clarification on how to use the ALVAN OGR template. Thank you, and God bless you. We have come to the end of today's presentation, which is actually introducing the use of ALVAN OGR for tremendous result processing experience here in ALVAN. I want to employ every one of us, especially the lecturers, to key into this digital transformation for the good and progress of ALVAN in terms of speedy, timely, and accurate processing of students' results. Thank you, and God bless you.